I read an interesting article today on stagflation, and I read it on Zero Hedge, where I get a lot of my good information from. And they always give me really good perspectives, and it was really interesting. The idea is they said that the middle class has basically everything, all their net worth is stuck in their home equity and also for retirement, such as pensions and such as insurance policies. And they're basically saying, well, those are not assets that you can get cash flow off of right now. And if you try to pull an equity line of credit off your house, then you're just creating more debt. So I thought it was a very interesting article and talking about the difference between the richest 10% of people and the bottom 90% of people, and how they said that what we've seen from the recovery from the last 10 years, the fiscal policy and the QE and quantitative easing and all that has really benefited the asset class. And they said the majority of the assets that you see in stocks and so forth really are attributed to that wealthier 10%. So they said it really has flatlined for those that are in the bottom 90%. And I thought that was really interesting, and it got me thinking about the cash flow quadrant. It got me thinking about cycles all over again, and just the whole spectrum from employee all the way up to investor and the people that I know. And I've noticed that the people at the top of the investor spectrum that have very open mind and they think very broadly of stuff, they see cycles within cycles, or they see multifaceted cycles that are all happening at the same time, such as demographic cycles, people in all the different quadrants and all the cycles they're in and so forth. They just have a much broader perspective of what's actually happening out there. And I think the lessons of life, and I think decades of being around an investment mindset and socializing with other investors has really helped them to think like that. So I look forward to giving you some future videos on the cyclical thinking and what we see going forward, especially with some of the demographic cycles and the wealth cycles and asset class. And it really also reminded me of assets versus liabilities and what Kiyosaki has taught us over the years as far as our houses and as far as getting cash flow on rental properties. So I will catch you guys later. Thanks again for watching.